You're listening to the July 23rd, 2023 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
What ho, chaps! In last week's chat, you used the words river of awareness. And as it came through, I recognised my love for it. Someone else wrote to me saying the same. I'm sure there were many more. Can we talk about the river of awareness today, please?
Welcome, dearest Blossom, and to each and every individual that joins together in love as we unite through these communications, furthering the expression of pure love across the planet. We would very much enjoy speaking of this flow. So, within you, the self, the I am of you, is the recognition that there is nothing that cannot be achieved or accomplished when you know this as a truth. Within you are masters of knowledge that have become you over lifetimes of experiences. Within you are seers of future days that will become you as more experiences emerge. You are the river of awareness. It is you. It is not outside of you. It is not an awareness that needs to be analyzed or delved into. It is not a flow of source that is outside of you. For source is you, within you.
When you say is you, within you, it feels like they're two separate things.
No, for you are source. You flow from it. Source is within you, because you are of source. To be aware of this flow, an appliance of trusting that all you know yourself to be is actually all there is. It allows a truth to guide you in the perfect direction your soul requires to become even more of who it desires to be.
Do we not all deep down want to be happy, enjoy, etc.?
Indeed, Blossom. Yet to feel such can be found in many derivative formats.
I looked up derivative formats to check its full meaning. Best I just trust you know what you're talking about.
Ultimately, that which one seeks is contentment, satisfaction, so that the searching ceases. For when one has these, there is nothing more to attain. Yet there are very few that have found contentment and satisfaction in the sense of searching no more. For is it not that once found, that is not enough? After a while, one feels the need to search for more of the same, for the level that they had found becomes the norm. When one has stopped searching, the need to not do so loses that which it was looking for, because it found it, settled within it, and then felt the discontent with it, because one's being cannot stay still. Therefore, it is of great importance to flow down, flow with the river of awareness. To be aware that you are flowing through within a stream of consciousness that can never stop. Indeed, one may come across rocks and boulders, across obstacles that block and prevent one from moving on. Yet with patience and understanding, there will always be a way around them, a way to resume flow. Something may come up from behind and take you by surprise, which jolts you from the rocks, and in doing so, shifts you into a different flow, a different stream, yet within the same river.
For some reason, I want to ask you to explain your version of awareness. Obviously, in my mind, I know what it means, yet this that you speak of feels to have deeper content.
You are very much on point, Blossom. The question was one we were asking you to ask.
I am aware of that awareness.
You see, Blossom, one has to understand the rhythm of life's back and forths, ups and downs. This means to be aware of them.
So, does understanding mean awareness?
Yes. So if we were to say the river of understanding, what would you say?
I would, for conversation's sake, say understanding what?
To which we would reply, understanding awareness.
And we're off. Didn't you say understanding and awareness are the same thing?
We did. So we could say that if you are aware of understanding, you can also understand awareness.
As I sometimes say to you, could we try that in Swahili?
Blossom, dearest Blossom, this river is the all of everything, and each one. Everything is a drop in the water that flows within that river. Each individual drop makes up the everything. Are you aware of that? Do you understand that?
Yep.
There would be no flowing stream if there were no drops of water to allow it to be. Every drop is having its own experience, yet it could not flow if it were not for every other drop. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, would you say you understand this?
Yes.
Were you aware of this before you understood it? Or did you have to understand it before you were aware of it?
Oh, Lord. Pass the pills, Poppy. My answer has to be neither. I understand it, therefore I was aware of it.
Where does the understanding come from?
I have to say the flow of the river. The more I go with the flow, the more I understand, and the more aware I become.
Of what?
Who I am.
And who are you?
The flow of the river. I promise I didn't take any psychedelic drugs before this session. I might need to take some after.
So, you are aware of the flow of the river. Ever present, ever bubbling.
Hold on. The river gets stagnant now and then, does it not?
If one allows it to. If one's understanding is that the river is just the you, as the drop, the individual, then indeed one can prevent the flow because that is the belief, that they are not part of the whole, the entire river.
So, is it that their awareness, their understanding, is the whole river, when in actual fact it is just a part of it? I'm leaving this last sentence in, even though I couldn't make head nor tail of it when I read it back after the channeling. Believe me, I tried. Yet I knew what I was talking about at the time, I think. So the sentence was, so is it that their awareness, their understanding is the whole river, when in actual fact it is just a part of it?
Correct. For you see, Blossom, when there is full understanding, full awareness that there is no separation, there can only be one flow.
Yet a choice can change all that. A choice of not flowing with that awareness.
It can only change for the individual who is making that choice.
Does that choice affect the flow of the river as a whole?
Yes, yet not enough to build a dam. The true light of force of this flow is beyond disturbances that could do this. Our point is this, dearest Blossom, dearest souls. You, each one, are a drop in this water. We feel sure that all can resonate with this analogy. When, not if, when you allow yourself to trust this flow of divine consciousness that you are within, that you are part of, in the knowing it knows where it is going, where it is heading, then all that makes up your life's experiences will lead you to joy, love, etc. All that one is searching for is within that river. The flow of it is taking you there. When you understand this, when you become aware of this, you become aware and understand everything that understanding wants you to be aware of, and everything awareness wants you to understand.
If I drank, I think I'd have a gin and tonic. So until I understand this, I cannot be aware of it, and vice versa. What would you say is the best way to grasp this understanding, this awareness?
To know, not hope, not believe, not desire, yet to know that this river is love. When you let this love flow through you, as you, of you, there is no need for questions and answers. There is no need for anything other than to go with this flow, to feel yourself running with it, to allow it in absolute full trust to take you to the exact place that you need to be. You, as that one drop of water, being alive and thriving as it carries you forth in and to a higher understanding, a higher awareness of who you are. And is it not that the most sparkling bubbles in that flow, the ones that catch the light, are the ones who are of sincere gratitude for being there? Gratitude for every drop that surrounds them on the journey, for every obstacle, for every ray of sunlight, for the very truth of the wonder and the honor of being. Dearest souls, you are truth. We try to assist you in the understanding, to become aware of this truth. You're so much more than you know yourself to be. Yes, you have heard this many times, from many different streams, because it is truth. When one drops the shackles, when one walks into freedom of the heart and allows the conditioning to fall away, then you will know, you will experience the magic, the miracles, the truth of the mantra. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am.
Thank you. I am aware that I may not fully understand my awareness of this understanding. Oh dear. In gratitude, in loving service, I am.